Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Utley, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Utley's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using as well. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Utley has been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly use that collar and put it on during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Utley is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, and that's where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Utley take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to use is Utley heel, and you're going to simply start walking, and Utley will fall in line nicely walking there at your left heel position. He should not be lunging ahead and pulling you on that leash, nor should he be lagging behind so that you have to pull him on the leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is an automatic sit, so anytime that you're out walking and you stop, he should sit nicely again at your left heel position. I'll show you another example of that here. Automatic sit, very nice. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of his muzzle and the one-word command to stay. Then walk out to the end of your training leash. Utley should remain seated in this position throughout the entire command. Now this command, you want to make sure that you're practicing it frequently throughout your day to build up his ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. With this command, you'll start at about 1 minute and you'll build your increments up to 3 minutes. And Fred's going to go ahead and return back, walking all the way around behind him and returning to heel position. Fabulous job. Fred gives him a pet there, and we use lots of praise and positive motivation while working the dogs through their commands. And they're going to run through their heel sit and stay for you again. It's also very important that when you're heeling that the dog's head remain off the ground. If he was to start to sniff the ground, you just give him a tug and release and remind him to heel. He should be focused on you and the task at hand. Fred leaves him in another sit stay out to the end of the leash. Now this time, instead of returning back, he's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. You're going to use Utley's name to call him in. He should come in and sit nicely. Very well done. And he returns to heel position by heeling around the back of you, returning to your left-hand side, sitting nicely, waiting for his next command, ready to go. And Fred leaves him in another sit stay. Calls him in using his name. Very well done. Comes in and sits. He's got an itch. Sometimes they like to itch at the collar. They think they're going to get it off. Okay, so Fred's going to heel him around the back. Sit nicely. Very well done. Now it's important that when Utley comes home, that you're practicing his commands both indoors as well as outdoors. And you want to make sure that you pick an area at first that has no distractions, and slowly over time, again, you'll start to build up your amount of distractions during your training sessions. But make sure you're both working them both indoors and outdoors. And you want to generalize them throughout the day as well. Now these next commands are going to demonstrate are our down commands, and the first is down from a heel position. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm again, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word command to down, and then give the stay command and walk out to your end of your leash. Now he should remain laying down throughout this entire command. Again, same with the sit stay. With the down stay, you're going to start at about 3 minutes, and you're going to increase your time over intervals up to 5 minutes. This is a great command to practice frequently throughout the day. You can see he's doing a great job, but if he was to break command, you would tell him no, return back to heel position, give the command again, and repeat it. It's important to be patient and consistent and follow through. But he did a fabulous job because he's such a smart boy. Fred heels them out of that. And we'll demonstrate that again. I also want to remind you that although you should be practicing both indoors and outdoors, you want to make sure you're practicing every day by generalizing your commands, whether it's sit and stay before they go out the door, before you give them their breakfast. Let's put them another down. But you also want to make sure that at least for the first couple of weeks that they come home, that you are practicing their commands in a 10 to 15 minute formal obedience session such as this video here. Fred's going to call him in from the down position now. Good job. Fred's giving a little tug and release nut collar. You don't see though, for him sniffing the ground. Make sure he's coming right to you. Good job. Your formal obedience sessions are great for the dogs too. It's a great mental exercise. Definitely makes them tired if you work them long enough through their obedience. Okay. So now they're setting up for their last command, which is sit down from a distance. Leave them in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, and from the end of the leash use your right hand to give that down command. Now he didn't go down the first time. Fred said no, repeated the command, and he self-corrected himself and went down. Very nicely done. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Utley has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Utley, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.